well.
By the grace, we're
Are you
doing
pumped
well.
up for the elections?
Yes.
Do we have a choice?
The stress is in there already, right? The stress is in there already, but yeah, we're ready. We're fired up.
I am excited.
Yeah.
We can
Finally.
We can tell in your colors, yes.
I didn't see that one come. The color part.
Our media, what can you see? Anyway, so 2 days?
Yeah, 2 days, 11 hours, 23 minutes, 14 seconds more.
Yeah.
So I will give you the quote from the Daily Graphic for today's vote. It says, and I think it fits into my excitement, it says that act as if the whole election depended on your single vote. That is how every Ghanaian should approach this.
Yeah.
So when you hear people say, "Oh, I don't vote," these two major political parties, they are the same. When you hear all those things, try and speak to them and urge them to go and cast their ballots. It doesn't have to be the two major political parties, the NDC and the MPP. You can vote Alan Kwejo Chemating. He's an option. You can vote Daniel Lati, GCPP. He's an option. You can vote Christian Kwabena Andrews, GUM. This season in Shedanton and Cambridge, apart from the cases recently, there's Akbalu there of LPG. You can vote for him. He's an option. There's Mohammed Frimpong, NDP. He's an option. There is Nana Kosia Frimpoma Kuma, CPP. And then there's Hassan Ayaraga, APC. There is Kofi Kranting. Look, if you think the political parties are a burden and they are not fulfilling their mandate, there is an independent candidate there seeking your mandate to go and govern the country on your behalf. Kofi Kranting is an independent candidate. There's George Chumberima Edu, independent candidate. I haven't heard so much of him. It is what it is. Anyway.
Yeah.
You can vote for him too. And then there's Nana Kwame Bediako, who goes left and comes right. You can vote for him too if that's
I'm saying
he said people shouldn't watch football.
The investor community and this one investor in quote are not so happy with him over his football comments. I mean, this is a whole industry.
You know, he's actually been flip-flopping. That's one thing I've noticed. Like he seems to enjoy the euphoria where he says, you know, he approaches it like he's on stage performing, you know, that kind of thing. But in terms of, you know, articulating his ideas, or when there are topical issues and you want to hear his opinion, a lot of the time.
You're right. I mean, the Occupy Julobi protest, for example, he recorded himself in support, blah, blah, blah. Fast forward to the Democracy Hub one, he seemed not to be in support of demonstration. So then you begin to wonder, what is your position, gentlemen?
So when that happens, you give some Kunta Kinte vibes.
He watches too much The Root.
And then the final person on the list is Alan Kwejo Chemating.
Afafranto.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, you can also consider him, like I said. He will be on Starr Chat today at 7 p.m. It will be very important that you make time to listen to him. It could be that interview that would convince you to cast your ballot in his favor. Yeah. So don't sit on the fence. Look, we have broken down the fence. You ought to pick a side. There's no point being neutral in this situation. Yeah. Go out there and vote.
Let's do it once and for all.
Absolutely.
One touch. Nobody is in the mood for a ramen.
Absolutely. You know, some people say that they want continuity. Some people also say that they want to correct the error of 2016. So let's see how it will go eventually. I mean, but I think it boils down to the two major political parties. Let's see how by Sunday, thereabout, or Monday by this time, everybody knows what is going to happen.
Definitely.
So go out and vote. You saw Madam Jean Mensah, she went to vote.
Yes.
She's leading by example. Go out there and vote. All right.
That's true.
All righty.
And when you vote and know how to
Don't
vote.
take pictures of your ballot too.
Yes, and know how to vote. Today, the people in Western and then Eastern regions who
they're special voting. True.
Their names to vote in a special voting exercise. I will have their turn. But
finally.
Sorry, development is that even some, especially military men who submitted their names.
Their names are not inside.
I think they did not follow up. I think moving forward, that's what
I think
ought to take a second look at.
Yeah.
You see, I'm submitting my name to vote special voting day because I don't have time. So if after submitting my names and my details, you still require me to sacrifice a day and go to another different place to do follow-up, that is a hurdle. That's an impediment. And that's exactly what happened to the military.
You know, but the EC's argument is that you don't want the situation where some mischievous persons will submit lists of persons and say that they are going to be early voters. And then you add them automatically without their knowledge. They do not know that they've been added to the list. And then on the election day, they go and they are going to cast their ballots and they are not there. You know, politicians and what they can do.
No, I get that. But then there should be a mechanism. So even the men in uniform.
Yes.
Everybody knows that. Men in uniform will vote special voting day. You want to tell me that somebody in the military can add civilians, names of civilians and their ID numbers? That's practically impossible. The point I'm making is that it's become one too many. And it's not limited to Jim and CC.
Yeah.
From Afarijan, military people will show up, police people will show up, and our names are missing. In fact, the last one that Charlotte say, it delayed until at midday before voting started.
No, I think that ultimately there are many people who do not know that they have to go and verify. That's one of the major things.
Yeah.
So the EC, the way they're spending time for these adverts, for instance, I think prior to the list submission, they should spend a good amount of time emphasizing that beyond you submitting the list, you need to go and verify at your polling stations.
Can they move their verification to, for example, online?
Yes,
so that
just
people
your details and what have you.
So that people don't have to physically move to.
Yes.
Maybe the online option, but the verification is necessary because you do not want others to, unduly abuse it.
I get that. So now the military are being deployed, and so it means that they cannot get opportunity to vote on election day, and they're agitating.
Anyway, all right.
Okay, Ghanaian Times?
No, I haven't read the Daily Graphic.
Oh, I thought you did.
No, I didn't.
Okay. I thought it's a one-story paper.
No, and I
give
think
us the quote.
Okay.
I think that you should grab a copy of the physical copy of the Daily Graphic today because their cover page is a poster. If you can see it live on Facebook, look at that. It's a poster.
Yeah.
So, this is a lot of work. Yeah, so that's it. If you can see it on Facebook Live. So get a copy of it and paste it to your room so that you say that in the year 2024, these were the people that contested.
You were there some.
I was there some, and show
and,
it to your
and
children.
in defense of Daily Graphic, the positioning of the two gentlemen is because of the position on the ballot paper. About me comes first before Mahama.
Oh, but if that's the case, then you have
They are not getting me. We all sat here and said every other person. It's just added to the numbers. So it's just the leading contenders. By in choosing the leading contenders, one must come first, one must come second.
And I think that for me, I didn't even consider it as an issue.
No, but others will. That's why I had to.
Because when you've noticed that when events are organized and they are usually asked to speak, most often they let the vice president speak first because he's incumbent. So yeah. It is what it is. So grab a copy and then save the cover on you.
Then the National Peace Council did not get your memo.
So that's about when I had not come. So yeah. But in the scheme of things, really, sometimes because of how we do our things here, they would give reverence to the older one.
Yeah,
who is a former.
But the thing is, by the protocol, you have turned it upside down. That's what I'm drawing out.
That one, it was
the president speaks last.
The president speaks last.
Yes.
But most of
when the president speaks, nobody else speaks.
Don't talk about me as the president.
Protocol. You're not getting me. If you are going by what you're saying, that they allow the vice president to speak first.
Usually he does.
Okay, so in the scheme of things, at least he's vice president and former president, right? So the former president might be higher than the vice president. That's the point you're making. If that's the protocol you are talking about, then I get that.
No.
Otherwise, if you're talking about the incumbents, the one who wields power now, then it means that the vice president should speak last.
Then it means the peace council. What I have observed is usually.
Chelsea and Arsenal. We were tied at all levels.
Yes, and they had to use alphabetical order.
But now we scored 5 goals yesterday.
Fantastic. So your goal difference goes.
So we are number 2.
Yeah, separated
and
from.
We also won yesterday.
Yes, finally. We won. Yeah. Don't worry. It's
Man,
okay.
you lost again, but that's no news. You know that. Yeah, they played.
So, yes, remember to grab a copy of the Daily Graphic. Their story, what it says here is that after prophecies, rallies, and promises, Ghana votes on Saturday.
Yeah.
All right? And Eastern Western Region special voting today, stories on page 30, and countdown to December 7. May democracy win. And NDC, NPP scramble for Upper West Region seats. And yesterday, Bernard Morner, PNC, after the press conference, now I think he mounted the podium to officially throw the weight of the PNC behind the NDC. Well, that's because it's the NDC PNC that is left.
Yeah.
Then people have formed their own.
The MPP
with
PNC is
Nabila.
that's another one. So the Agweronko's party, the Lady Agweronko's party, they also
That one
declared
too.
support.
Are they divided?
Obviously, they were divided the day they were going to file. So why would they not be divided
So
afterwards?
but have we heard anything?
We've not heard any counter endorsement.
But would Aneke Adonko alive have thrown her weight behind?
Alive is a key word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to be alive to be part of any decision making.
Made by the living. No, not the, take this. You see, like people is saying, you have to be alive to be
That's why
part
I'm
of
saying
a
that
decision taken by the living.
But that's the question I asked.
We can't speak for the dead.
I said
We can't speak for the dead.
We don't have Shinab
And
said.
alive.
And you don't have the things to pour them.
Is it a shrine or
I
something?
am asking.
You Shinab said, you don't have egg.
It's a simple question I'm asking. I said, would an alive Ekuadonko have thrown her weight behind Mahama?
Give me
never
an
know.
egg. Give me an egg. Give me an egg.
Send the pounds for you. Imagine.
Yeah, give me an egg. I'll find out. Give me an egg. I'll find out.
That's why people have to vote for Gumu. If you vote for Gum, they will
Hey,
be.
he's winning some cases. Anyway, yeah. If you believe the work, you believe. That's not just that. Yesterday I saw a post from I think the former general secretary of PPP, Indum's party. That
Kofi Asamoah-Siang.
No. In fact, his name is this guy, Mutala.
Mutala,
Former general secretary, Mutala. Kofi Asamoah-Siang wanted to be flag bearer. He failed, right? Yeah. So he's somewhere in the US. I don't know whether he's back. Yes. He said that some PPP members have gone to meet Mahama and they will be declaring their support to the party's endorsement of the Mahama candidate. But he can assure that even the 15, not all of them will vote for NDC. And I said, okay. So that one you can see that after that declaration, another faction of PPP, maybe they might not do it for fear of Undum. You see, you might not do it publicly, but at least on your Facebook wall you can post something.
2 days more. Everything will be over.
All right. So just a reminder: vote as if the whole election depended on your single vote. Because imagine if everybody says, I'll vote, I will be left to vote.
Me.
So,
Me, I'll vote.
so that's it. And it is from John Wesley. You know, you people say that politics is not for the church.
Yeah.
You know John Wesley, right?
Yes.
Of the Wesleyan mission.
You've gotten it to the finest detail. That's the point I'm making. So, Baumia, Mahama, Alan, Cheddar.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's like Cheddar will say, when you like, look at the one with the hair. Yeah, so he has
The one who not to
So the
know-
remaining
the one
other 6, did he unveil all of them?
Where? Ghanaian Times. I'm sure you have to buy a copy to find it.
I'm not talking about. It's okay.
Okay, and then our golden stool, the presidential one.
Aye.
Yeah, it's there. That's the seat that they want to sit on.
Look, you know, at a certain point, we should stop elections
And
and
then
let
just go.
them put the chair down, do musical chairs.
Yeah, they do musical chairs. So only the macho people will win.
Yeah. If they were to do this one, I can check that better.
Well, use the hair?
No, all true.
Or he will release the tigers.
Oh no, he's very slippery. He's just.
But you are underestimating Alano. He looks like a giant.
No, I'm not. I'm not underestimating them. I'm just looking at someone who can be sly and sit on the chair fast.
But there's a contender who has sat on the chair before, so he knows how to
Yes,
position
that's the
himself.
thing. So we can also not say that Bamia has not sat on the table. Maybe Akufo-Addo gave it to him at the point that you sit on it.
Yeah, he traveled, he was in the plane,
Yeah.
he was taking a shower.
That's actually. Betanso Kakra. It's possible.
It's possible, we slogan.
No, I still insist that it's possible belongs to my CEO. Valerie. Bowlery. And
AKA Bowlers. He said it is possible before.
he actually wrote it's possible.
Yes, before it is possible.
What's the political party touches the slogan? You explain.
We're doing voters' voice in Okankui Central. And then this guy came, took the microphone, and said, I said, wow, it's possible. He said, who is possible? I said, it's possible with English Express. They said, oh, you will explain. But then every people were excited that they had heard that this man say it's possible. Anyway, so 2024 election, who occupies presidential seat? And the seat is here. EC conducts special voting exercise in eastern and western regions today. A notice to cherished readers of The Spectator. We wish to inform our cherished readers that The Spectator, your weekend companion, will not be available on the newsstands on Saturday, December 7, 2024, due to the elections. Kindly visit, of course, then they give the online portal here. And again, I read stories that the KJTL market will be shut on election day. Sometime the mayor has come out to say that it's not true. It cannot be true. Because you see, if anybody had even taken that as a sign, it would be counterproductive.
Of course.
Many of the market women actually register and vote where they ply their trade.
So you don't come
so
to the
you
market.
asking them to stay home means that they shouldn't vote at all, right? Yes. Election 2024, Ghana decides Saturday. 12 contestants vie for president. 18,774,159 expected to vote.
8.7.
Yeah. EC sets up 40,000.
18.7, sorry.
Yeah. EC sets up 40,976 polling centers nationwide. So these are your statistics. 12 contestants for the presidential slot, but you find 13 of them on the ballot paper. Don't worry. If you don't call, it's not part. Don't vote for her. If you vote for her as a sign of protest, you will get exactly what you bargained for. And that is your vote will be rejected. Now, 18,774,159 expected to vote. Total number of votes in the voters register. Now, even if you are the ninth out of this 18,774,159, you will think that your vote will not matter. It might be your vote that makes somebody get 50 plus 1. So it's necessary that you vote. So basically, that's it for the Ghanaian Times this morning. Back page. GEOP Lot 7B launched to empower 500 street children and 25 visually impaired in Ho West District trained on voting procedures. That is it for the Ghanaian Times.
All right, Daily Guide newspaper is the next one I have. We are ready for NPP NDC rallies. Police. Also, Stephen Amwa tips Baumia to win. But Stephen Amwa can only tip Baumia to win.
Who else can he tip?
There's another one. John Boydu rallies votes for NPP. But Daily Guide.
I've seen such headlines.
Anyway.
I always wonder why.
All right. Vote wisely. Roman father. Yeah, of course. It follows reports that GFP Ekedonko's party have declared support for the NDC.
Yeah.
The man who was tipped to be her replacement, Roman father, says people should vote wisely. He didn't mention any political party, according to the Daily Guide newspaper. Also, Ghana Publishing Outdoors e-Gazette app. Haptel demands apology, retraction from Media General Captain Smart. Media General's Captain Smart. Back page of the Daily Guide. Black Stars preaches peace ahead of elections, and Amorin warns Man U fans. we are tired already.
Yeah.
I'm done.
All right. The next paper I have here is the Daily Statesman newspaper. Front page. Akufo-Addo to inaugurate Agenda 111 hospitals today. Awake Ghanaians. Vote Baumia for president. Awake. Ghana Publishing go digital with...
You didn't add the drinking water.
Awake.
Just awake drinking water.
A glow for Jesus. There were no prayer sessions. Were they?
We will. I think the last prayer.
I think Ghana needed it most, especially when the domestic debt exchange program was happening.
Yeah.
There should have been a session like
what
that.
if the members were not affected?
Oh, do they have to be affected first?
Okay.
Oh, how convenient. Anyway, everybody has a price, they say.
Yeah.
If yours hasn't come.
So why are people not triggering my price?
What's your price?
Don't you think I hate him?
Tell me so I can
Oh
broadcast.
no, no. Usually they should know me. You see, the
They should
price
know
is
you.
yes, and then
Wow.
I know the value that you
Okay.
place on me. If I mention anything, I could under declare goose.
Wow.
You see, you don't have to under declare.
Wow. That's very good.
That's
to know.
profound, yeah.
Other stories here. Ghana Publishing goes Ghana Publishing goes digital with e-Gazette. All right.
Yeah.
And then lecturers urge electorate to vote Baumia. Number 1. That's what they're saying.
Oh no.
Number 1. I think yesterday I also saw another one that said lecturers declare support for Mahama.
Depending
Yeah, I've seen another one, I think, from UDS now. So the lecturers are taking
on
positions.
it started from Legon,
Yeah.
UPSA
Yeah.
also joined, and
Yeah.
it's nationwide.
All right. NDC evil plot in Ashanti region exposed. And the back page, it has Nana Kwame Bediako watching football frequently is a waste of time, bro.
Oh,
Go sit somewhere.
that's the point.
Let people release their stress. All this traffic and things are telling people that if they were,
Like people, you see, and you may not watch football, but there are other activities you are engaged in
Absolutely.
that somebody may also consider as
this is the one that the
wasteful.
people
I
say,
mean,
I beg shift.
Nah.
Yes.
Just as the former UK Prime Minister said it was a privilege for people to, at least when he was growing up, to have cable TV. The stress in this country has made it a luxury status for people to be able to acquire the devices to watch pay-to-view
Yeah.
TV
Yeah.
channels. So something that many people do not even get for free. Others have strived to save to buy. Some are able to pay for subscription 1 month. The following month they are unable to pay. But at least for the 1 month that they've been able to pay, they will watch and then distress. You are telling them that it's a waste of their time.
so they should do what?
Who
They
is
should
his
go out
political
partying.
advisor? Probably doesn't have one. Because if the young
This one is
people-
from nowhere.
Yeah.
Like some
So
of his
needless.
blunders from nowhere. Like so. Anyway,
Yeah.
maybe
If
there's
these
a
are
bigger strategy we are not aware
If
of.
this are on social media, somebody will come and post that I'm the one doing cheddar.
Yeah, another person who post which country is this?
I think that there could have been a better way for him to approach it.
Yeah.
Maybe he never really meant to
Yeah,
make an
so
impact.
yeah.
It was just to participate. So.
But
Okay.
once in
But
But,
he'll
he
be
will,
your third
but
force.
there will be a showing.
He
there will
might
be a
your third
showing.
force, yeah.
There will be a showing
Yeah.
in the election.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe the next attempt,
Yeah. If
it
there's
will
a
be
next
more.
attempt.
Yes, there will be a better tact
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
it. That's what I think.
Yeah, but
And-
he's all over the place though, especially with his. I think he has a mobile clinic van. I saw it in the central region.
Yeah,
Going there,
It's
attending to-
that's a good initiative.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think it should continue. At
Yeah,
least people are
instead of
getting
philanthropy.
good healthcare.
All right. Other stories on the back page.
Yeah.
Sam Johnson advises Baba Rahman to leave Black Stars.
Yeah, I agree.
And is it the one that they keep calling?
It's the one
But
that
at
will
the
keep
point, he
insulting.
also said he
Hometown.
can't. Yeah.
No, at the
also-
point that maybe it's now our leading goal scorer, like
Abroad.
Abroad, yeah.
Yeah, very fine. It's because of how they were bringing him all the time, even when he was not fit. You see, sometimes when people are doing things for you, and they feel like they are doing you a favor, you have to also sit back and say, oh, this one, I would rather
Let
opt
it
to
pass.
sit out. Yes. Well, it is what it is.
But anyway,
Matthias,
have you guys heard about the NSS?
let me finish this one, then we come to that. Matthias Pogba faces trial over comments made about sibling Paul Pogba.
Yeah.
You remember that
Yeah.
incident?
Yeah.
But Charlie, human being can be bad.
Yeah,
There's a
that's
thin
all.
line between
The
love
story
and
of
hate. That's why.
witchcraft, who is a Drake.
They were trying to extort money from him. This
Yeah.
one is the one.
No, but there's another one, of course. And it runs through. Adebayo had a similar experience, sibling rivalry and what have you. Now Pogba,
sad. Oh.
We are all built differently.
my continent. No, I beg, we are not built
Well,
that,
Charlie,
that
that's
differently
why-
like that. That differently like that.
Let's talk about the NSS and how
Yeah,
they
so-
are creating
Yes.
fake NSS
So here's the
numbers.
thing.
and
So
people.
Forfeit State has done some ways.
Okay.
Fortunately for NSS, it's been able to secure an
An
injunction.
injunction to prevent
So
it from
10-day
being aired.
injunction. from being made public.
Yeah.
But guess what? The OSP has not been injuncted. So the OSP has been petitioned.
With the findings.
Yes, and the OSP is now started working on it. So we have what OSP has, and it's simply put in my grandmother's language, is that as we are here, we are 3 people. We are expected to be paid as 3 individuals, right? So we've been asked by our organization to generate an invoice for our payment. So your salary, Bipo's salary, my salary, right? That should be it. Then we decided to duplicate you. So we have another Momo, who is about 80 years old, who should have been on retirement. And then we have another.
They can't be sharp about the thing.
Simply put, they've created fake individuals, giving them schools. The schools are not fake. So there's UDS, of course. Today you will find UDS. But just that these individuals are not schooling in UDS. They are not schooling at University of Ghana, Legon. But so they've done that, and every month, when they are paying the allowances, they pay them.
That's close to 40,000 names. So 700 times 40,000 a month.
Yes.
Do the math.
Do the math.
For a year.
For a year.
And if they've been in office for 8 years,
So
do
it
it
started in
times
2018 thereabout.
2018 thereabout. So
Yeah.
give or take 7 years.
Yes.
So 12 times 7
Yeah.
times. Look, Charlie, that's. But you see, it defeats the whole point about digitalization, fighting ghost names, because if the living keeps creating
Yes,
And
ghost
that's the
names,
point.
how can you fight it? It is
And
deliberate.
you know, most often, when there's a talk about corruption, then they talk about digitalization,
Yeah.
I've been the
stemming
solution.
corruption, and you have these things happening.
Yeah.
That's problematic.
Yeah. So, we'll delve more detail into this thing. Yeah, but that's what it is. You done, right?
Yep.
The Herald this morning. Army commander accused of snubbing military orders sends mass shooters to disrupt elections in Volta and northern regions. Comes with a picture of Major General Bismarck Onyuna. And then, of course, I've seen this video as well. They were at the airport. As to where they are going, we don't know. But yes, masked military men. The last time came up for discussion, we were told that in some covert operations, they are allowed to cover their face. So the military high command should come and tell us which covert operation these individuals are going to undertake, right? And then comes with a picture of Lieutenant General Opon Pepra as well, the Chief of Defense Staff, and Dominic Nitiu, the Defense Minister. Reverend Owusu Ansah rebukes anti-Baumia pastors. Yes, this has gained traction. We told that a man of God posted on a WhatsApp platform a message to the point that, in a sense, Christians should vote for Christians, right? Just as I sat here some time back and then rebuked Sheikh Ishaq Niyama, who said Muslims should vote for Baumia because he's a Muslim. So on the platform, this man of God was rebuked.
Is it Reverend Owusu Ansah?
No,
the
said man of God. But Reverend Owusu Ansah, who was on the platform, who witnessed the fact that the individual was rebuked, sat on radio and disclosed that information. I feel, yes, as much as I'll condemn the pastor who posted those comments on the pastor's platform, I think Reverend Owusu Ansah shouldn't have made this public.
Yeah,
because
not everybody is on that.
The followers who were not privy to whatever might have happened on the platform, you now told them. So if they will be influenced by what the said pastor posted, you have just given them something to be influenced by. Yeah, so the president has equally, in a very furious manner, spoken to this. The president was very animated. He spoke in Chebi, we are told. Yes, saying that there are some people who are sowing seeds of division, and then so that's my translation. So that's the story, just so you know.
All right.
Vote Mahama to audit Akufo-Addo's mess. Martin Amidu has more endorsements pouring. So Martin Amidu, yes, has endorsed.
Should add the Lamisi, Benz, Kaiser, and
Yes,
everything.
Martin, Lamisi, Benz, Kaiser, Amidu.
Nice one.
Yes,
Nice.
and his Benz is not the car.
Yeah.
Yes, but yes, that's him. He says Mahama is no saint, but in the scheme of things, he wants Akufo-Addo investigated. The only one who can do that is Mahama. And I'm quoting
And
him.
this is coming from the
I'm
former special prosecutor.
Former special prosecutor.
Okay.
Yes. NDC MPP state final rallies today amid tight security. Anger.
You know it's what a zoo we go here today.
Anger mounts.
Crowder.
Yeah, anger. But I think the timing is okay. MPP says 1 p.m. NDC says 12.
Oh, you know these parties
They
will
won't
stick to
follow
their
it,
time.
So if it's, you cry, they start at 2.
Me, it's the media that I cry for.
Yeah.
How are you going to allot time for both of them? For them not to come at you. Here, I think at the point we have to do shifting cultivation. The thing is, they are all paying.
If they are all paying, it's fine.
They are all paying. So you have to devise a way of doing shifting cultivation. You pick this one.
You can do picture and picture too for them. One
Yes.
will be big, the one
About
will be
whose sound, whose sound will be heard?
So we'll be flipping.
Why? You see, make things difficult for us. But anyway, we did here. Ghana we did. Anger mounts in police service over secret promotions. Yes, I'm told that the Eastern Region promotions landed yesterday. Ahead of the special voting.
I hope they don't take it back from them after.
The promotion there, that should be permanent.
Promotion.
Yes.
It is That promotion has been running for like 10 years.
Yes.
What kind of promotion is that?
Yes, a pen drive, promotion.
I was just saying that because you remember the last election.
That one was money. It was salary. Yes.
Our friends in the prison service who complained that
Yeah. So that one is there. I remember on campus those who had applied for Smith loan, then we were calling it loan nabo. That's come out for, and then you know that yes, boys had started receiving alert, and it was a moment of joy for many. So I'm sure that the promotion nabo. Charlie,
Are you done?
I think so.
Are you done or you think?
So anger mounts in police service over secret promotions, favoritism, and politics determine who gets what, when, and how. That's like the media word. What, when, how. Yes. Judicial Service offers reasons for controversial transfer. That's it for the Herald this morning.
All right. The Ghanaian Observer, NDC's plans to create violence in MPP strongholds exposed. Details on page 2, 9, and 10 of the newspaper. Also rejects John Mahama's divisive leadership style in Career Sir John. Comes with the photograph of a gentleman called John Kwame Dodu. He is the Career Sir John. We will deliver better and safe roads. Ghana Highway Authority is giving the assurance. And Ekufuado to commission 3 Agenda 111 hospitals today as more near completion. That's good news. John Buedu appeals to Ghanaians to vote for continuity and why Ghanaians should vote for Dr. Baumia on Saturday. The details are on page 5 of the Observer newspaper.
All right. Now I have the Daily Post newspaper front page. Mahama promises reduced Hajj fares, permanent structures at Hajj village as well. So these are the promises he's making. And UG lecturers back NDC call. UG lecturers back NDC call.
Back NDC comma.
No. Is it your paper?
No, I'm editing it.
No, so here is it. It is. I don't know why I'm reading it 3-3. Yeah. So UG lecturers back NDC and call on Ghanaians to vote for change. So that's it. And then as other stories here, so is Baumia really happy about the economy he mismanaged? Franklin Kujo quizzes. Speaking of which, he's put something on his status even this morning where he says that, look at it from this scenario where Mahama goes to write an exam and scores a B-, and the President Akufo-Addo and Baumia take it come in and say that he performed woefully. So we will do a better job. Yeah, so 8 years down the line, we're 120 ministers and over after our economy has hit a junk status. So who among the two has failed? That's a question he is asking.
And here he's referencing the rating agencies.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Daily Dispatch this morning. IGP Dampare warns against use of macho men to intimidate voters. Ghanaians should vote for Baumia, MPP's John Buedu, and an overview of Dr. Abdul Hamid's great tenure at the MPA. Because however you look at it, this will be an exit interview. There's no guarantee that even if the 8 is broken, he will be the CEO for MPA, so it's
Yeah.
understandable. Yeah, and it's been one of the most visible CEOs.
He's done well. Wallahi, he has rescued the country.
Wallahi, he has rescued MPA. start from somewhere.
So he
That was his
first he rescued the
Honorable, don't
information
cry.
industry.
Then the Zongo, no,
Then
he
they
started
went
with
to-
the
Info.
Info. Then
They
he
went to the Zongo to
movement.
rescue them.
Yes.
They're now MPA.
Yeah, he rescued MPA.
Somebody
Wallahi.
infamous or famous press conference. Someone said, "Oh, Honorable, don't cry."
Don't cry, yes. Usually it's a backing vocalist for me. And that's what the lizard that falls from the tall Iroko tree will say.
Yeah.
All right, I'm.
Why
I'm done with
Baumia will win the December 7 elections, Dr. Stephen Amua. Yeah. That is it.
All right.
for the daily
The
discussion.
Informal newspaper, they pride themselves with nothing but the truth. Now we go with Sumame. Ghana ready for border management.
You
Doesn't sound well.
it's border.
Ghana ready for border management. Baumia declares as he unveils e-gates at KIA. Also, explain your policies to Ghanaians. Otunfo advises Mahama. NDC MP attacks IGP over harmless transfer. And election 2024. Kandapa warn troublemakers. Also, Ekufuado reaffirms support for Baumia. Says he is well prepared to lead Ghana. And also, misinformation and disinformation campaign. Disregard fake video on transfer of voter register. EC urges public.
Well, so the outsiders who are trying to mock at us, right, over the e-gate commission, you see, they don't understand. It's not just that small gate that was commissioned. It's a system, right? And it's a multifaceted system with a number of adjoining auxiliary projects. Right, so before you laugh at us, that we've commissioned the gate, it is not.
It's like cutting a ribbon, like it's just the symbolism of it for the gate to open. But is it true that same e-gate was inaugurated by the communications minister Esla in 2018? Yeah, but that is a bone of contention now.
So that there's one that the Terminal 3 has not been completed then fully, so it was at Terminal 2, and there was a need for some movement to be done. So that's the explanation I've heard. Well, if it makes sense, cool. If it doesn't, but I've heard that explanation.
But this can never make sense. I mean, once you have a technology, it's like we're moving from this office to another office with a different console. It doesn't mean that
but
they will not have the combination.
Even if you upgrade the system, is that what you are saying? You see, that's like a higher version.
Okay.
Yeah. The Chronicle this morning is the final one I have.
It's my turn.
So why did you allow
Now
me
you
to?
people were talking about gate that never open. Why?
So the man is still there.
Which man?
What's the gate that never open? So,
Gate. In the past, we thank God for peace.
the only gate I know is Bill Gates. Because at least there's money.
Oh, but I know of other gates, the Abudu gate and another gate. Every gate that gate.
The new Crusading Guide newspaper is a paper I have here, front page. Ashanti Regional MPP exposes NDC's plan to disrupt elections. GPCL launches electronic gazette application system. Akufo-Addo to commission Agenda 111 hospitals today as more near completion. And it's now clear and it's settled. Dr. Baumia will win Saturday's election. Achievements in economic recovery, roads, education, health, digitalization, and poised Ashanti region. That's according to Stephen Amwa. Ghana Highway Authority committed to delivering good roads. But we and see the roads in town. Do they have people that go around to check how some of the roads are?
No, you see, we have different types of roads. So aside the feeder road, the highways, and the motorways that you know, right? We have cocoa roads, and we have election roads, right? And then we have the roads that will be done by the drip equipment, right? Yeah, so they have grades. If it's Sapete, obviously, because you guys are agitating, you want something on your road to do Sapete. And that one will last way be 6 months to a year, right? But I think moving, and then of course I'm forgot, then there are concrete roads as well, right? So the highest is the concrete road. That one, it takes a while. Like in Kroma did, and then we are still benefiting from it. And then we have the asphalted road.
How about the ones that they bring? You see, when they'll bring the red sand, pack it on the road,
Yeah.
and they'll come and level it.
Yes, that one is before road, like this. So before.
They've come to do some. We want to be in my area.
Yeah, and
Charlie,
then
if
they
you look
make
at
the
the
place
stones,
very red.
when it rains, we can't even drive on that road.
Exactly.
But we can't complain.
No, it's like, so look at us.
Hey.
We are coming. Yeah.
More than a contractor. As if in the first government.
Oh,
you were
real
getting
estate developer.
contract.
Sorry.
So once the rocks are there,
Yeah.
you know very well that if the status quo remains, the rocks will move. And the movement will not be moving from site. They will move and occupy the road that has been giving you problem, right? As in the roads will be done.
Yeah.
I told you a contractor in my area. He came to do the culvert. We were very hopeful that at least Sapete will cry. Guess the message he left. He said he's giving another contract somewhere.
He will be
If
back.
he doesn't start and government changes us, the theater. So he left and he
Just
never
like
returned.
Terminator, I'll be back.
Yeah, so we have us.
I'm done with the new preceding
The
guidance.
Chronicle this morning, agenda 111, the real McCoy. I don't know whether McCoy is the name of a person or like something, like more like game changer, I'm sure, I'm very sure. After free SHS. So after free SHS, agenda 111 is a real McCoy. And Pooh favors MPPs and Frimpong in Amenfi East. Oh, you remember Ernest Frimpong? The very famous Ernest Frimpong who spoke to the Galamseyers in the company of the regional minister. Yes, that the polls are favoring him. Yeah, and he's here. Western region gives Alan Cash massive support. Somebody asked me why Alan Cash is called Alan Cash. Yes, because he had money. Okay, he has money. If I
Job
say
for
he
the
had, it's
people,
like-
cash for the
it's-
people.
It's like now he doesn't have money anymore. He has money. That's
I think that he's decided not to unduly or unnecessarily spend.
Yes. So final headline here is not only the university teachers and Martin Amidu and what have you who are doing endorsement. Ebukwansa has equally endorsed Baumia.
Simple.
So
Fefe.
Ebukwansa endorses Baumia and it's here. You know Ebukwansa? Yeah, he has everything to do with the Chronicle. Yeah. That's it for the Chronicle.
No back page story.
Quotation for this morning. Matthew, why is Matthew spelled to double T? Anyway, Matthew 5:16.
We came to meet it.
Yes. Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. Yeah, so says the Lord.
All right, the final newspaper I have is the Insight newspaper before we go. Freedom Party backs Mahama, several minority parties to follow suit. Also, Concerned Citizen decries governance failure under Akufo-Addo, and Alan urges Ghanaians to reject incompetent leaders and disruptive geopolitical system.
Make
and
a date-
MPP's
make a date
Alfred
today.
Boateng maintains strong lead in Bibiani and Riansu Bekwai survey, and vote with conscience, patriotism, and economic hardship in mind. Clergyman urges Ghanaians. Now, this one is like a campaigning against one party. I'm done with the Insight. Today, no Gaza in the Insight.
All right. The
Now,
starfm.com.gh, yes.
wow. No Gaza.
Starfm.com.gh. Eastern Western regions to hold special voting today following ballot reprint. 2024 polls desist from using vigilante groups or party food. So, so the IGP is telling them that they should steer clear of using vigilante groups, other ones. Police outlines traffic diversion ahead of NDC and PP final rallies. Oh, Charlie. They will let the whole town will be choked.
I'm headed there this morning. I'm dreading it already.
PNC officially endorses Mahama ahead of December polls. Daniel Esiedu to face retrial as jury returns 4-3 not guilty verdict. Wow.
Yeah, I know you're going to talk about that, but but let's spend some time and talk about that. I think
4-3.
the
He almost got
gentleman,
it.
I don't know whether he was schooled as to what to do, how to behave. It could be that genuinely he's innocent, right? But the theatrics, the
roller coaster ride.
and how he portrayed himself. He made nonsense of everything, right? So like nobody, and I'm sure that's why some of the jury members did not even take him seriously, right? Each step of the way, there's something funny, there's something. But kudos to his lawyer too. At least he's not secured his freedom, but it's a very long way to go again, all over again. At that point, I think the state might have to give up.
Other stories.
But I feel for the family of the late JB Dankwa.
Yeah. Ikeadonkos GFP endorses Mahama for December elections. That's it for starfm.com.gh.
Let's go to the city newsroom, the final one before we say goodbye. The next time you hear from us will be tomorrow, which will be a holiday, and you hear from us on Saturday. EC to conduct special voting in Eastern and Western regions today, and Akufo-Addo to inaugurate hospitals under Agenda 111 today. Discontent runs high as Ghana readies to vote on Saturday. Hey, Reuters.
Is that what? Discontent?
Wow, runs high.
And that's Reuters?
Yeah.
Discontent from who?
Obviously, discontent against the system.
Check.
All right.
Maybe something else. So they just, it's a reproduced story.
It is?
You're
No, I'm coming. No.
You are on Reuters. I thought
City has reproduced.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, so here's the story. Public frustration.
Ibrahim, speak into the microphone.
I'm actually chewing the microphone.
No, your mouth is here. When you speak directly into the mic, you should hear how you sound.
You okay now?
I'm okay now.
Great.
Don't move your mouth around.
Okay, I hear you. But I have to look at what I'm reading. So, public frustration over Ghana's economic travails, including high prices and dearth of jobs, has dominated the run-up to Saturday's general election, which will likely test the nation's long-standing democratic credentials. Support for outgoing President Nana Akufo-Addo and his ruling New Patriotic Party has sunk in his second term amid the West African nation's worst economic crisis in a generation, along with cost of living protests and turmoil in its vital cocoa and gold industries. Indeed, the clamor for change has tipped the presidential and legislative race firmly in favor of the opposition leader John Dramani Mahama and his National Democratic Congress party. Polls show, though voter patience with the political process is running low, quote, the country is ruined. I will vote, but I don't think I will change anything, said, I don't think it will change anything. I'll vote, but I don't think it will change anything, end of quote, said 18-year-old high school graduate Emmanuel Kweku Jr., who will be casting his ballot for the first time. Now, an October survey by the Pan-African research group Afrobarometer found 82% of Ghanaians felt the country was headed in the wrong direction, and less than half expected change for the better in the next year. Quote, we have the trappings of democracy. We do the elections every 4 years, yet the dividends are low, said Abna Tetuamenu, senior fellow of the Accra-based Center for Democratic Governance, CDD. And that is dangerous, end of quote. And so Ghana's commitment to two-term limit, blah, blah, blah. It goes on and on and on and on. I think you were signaling me to stop, right?
Oh, no.
Okay. So Ghana's commitment to two-term limits for president and largely peaceful transfers of powers have increasingly made it an outlier in a region swept by coups and constitutional shenanigans in recent years. But whoever wins the election will be under pressure to deliver on campaign promises to improve the livelihoods of citizens, or the largely youthful population could begin to wonder if democracy is overrated, said Professor Tetuamenu and two Western diplomats.
Okay.
Yes. It goes on and on.
It goes on and on and on. We're just 2 days away, right?
Yeah,
so we will find out what it truly
is.
So
the other headlines here. The other headlines here. Election
you have read the
2024.
whole
NDC will win presidency in first round, 50 equity. Election 2024, I will accept result only if process is fair and transparent. That's according to Mahama. And police announced rule diversions ahead of MPP NDC final rallies in Accra. And finally, so we told that the police men in Western region were deployed yesterday. So I wonder how they are going to be able to vote in today's exercise.
All right. Thank you very much, Ibrahim Alassan and Emmanuel Bikbo, the Ginger Man. That will be it for the newspaper review segments. We'll go for a break. When we return, legal check. Mutala Indusa will tell us all about the 4-3 not guilty verdict that was returned by the jury, but they didn't get the significant majority that he needed. All he needed was perhaps one more person to make it 5-2, or another 2 to make it 6-1, and he would have walked free. We'll go for that break. When we return, Mutala has all the filler from court.